Let's make this delicious palmnut soup. Today we are not exhibiting mommy's recipe, but daddy's recipe in a twist, okay? And this is what I feel like eating today. If today is the first time here, my name is Lena. Welcome to my kitchen where I share easy recipes. And today we are making palmnut soup. And trust me, you will love it. To start with this, I have pounded my palm fruits already, and this is how it looks. Okay, I added some hot water to it, and now I'm just going to squeeze the juice from it or the puree from it, and then we can continue. If today is the first time here, please do not make it the last time of visiting. You will like it here, so kindly subscribe or follow for more videos. It is absolutely free. The hot water is very hot, okay? That is why I'm twisting my hand like that. Yes, but if you add cold one to it, that is not going to be helpful, okay? So at least warm should be okay. Now after everything, we are just going to strain it and we are good to go. So this is how the palm nut looks like, okay? And the nuts is usually covered with the fruits, and you see that is what we have. Let's say the stem, okay? So with that black part, it's always settle under the puree, okay? So after straining it, you have to allow it to stay for some time so that those black things can settle under. I hope you get it. It's the same way if you buy it from the shop. After you purchase it from the shop, okay, you make sure you see that black things. Yes, some will still enter. You have to make sure that the one that you purchase from the shop, after mixing it, you allow it to stay for some time so that it can also settle. I hope you get it. So that is what we are doing. I will squeeze everything out, and as I said earlier, allow it to settle, and then we can proceed, or I will show you the next step. The same thing applies to the store-bought one, okay? When you buy it from the shop and you add your hot water to it, you have to make sure you allow it to sit or settle down before you proceed. So as I talk to you right now, I had some beans on fire. What I did was I removed the bad ones from the beans, and after removing it, I washed it very well, put it on fire, and now the beans is ready. So I'm just going to show you how the beans looks like. Just like this, I cooked it 80%. Yes, it is 80% cooked, and I'm just going to transfer the palm puree to it or the juice to it, and then we can proceed with today's recipe. When you come to my house, we don't like food like that, okay? And we don't eat a lot of carbohydrates. I mean, when we are eating, we reduce the carbohydrate, and then instead of carbohydrate, we eat a lot of proteins, okay? We eat a lot of protein, and this is one of the way my father prepares his soup. Yes. So I have my turkey berries here, pepper, tomatoes, and then onions. I'm just going to blend all these, and then I'll share with you what is next, okay? So when I got these turkey berries from my sister's garden, and I am just going to share with you how the turkey berries looks like when it is fresh, okay? You can as well buy it from the market or from the shop, but with this, I got it from my sister's garden. Yeah. So after blending everything, we will just check on the soup we place on fire, and this is how it looks. So as I was saying earlier, in my house we don't eat plenty food, okay? We eat small but plenty protein. So that is why I stopped eating fish. But for the meat, I have never tasted meat before, but for the fish, my mother will give you plenty fish, so me, like it became too much for me, so I had to stop eating fish. It was too much for me. But not every all fishes that I take, I like the dry ones. So right now I've added some ranscat fish and then salmon, not the salmon that we call in Ghana. This is the original salmon, Ankasa, not the mackerel. That I cannot eat it. And I told you earlier that this soup is for me, only me. So if you cook the turkey berries, it is very easy to remove them from the stem than to have the fresh one and then be removing it one by one. Do you get it? So I decided to share that with you as well. So because we don't eat a lot of food in my house, but we prefer so this is how you remove it if it is fresh. Because we don't eat a lot of food in the house, but we like a lot of protein, my father always prefer adding beans to his soup. After blending all those ingredients, I've added it to the soup, and then so that he can enjoy the beans, and with the beans it can make you full faster. Okay, you will be satisfied faster than eating a lot of kabo, like the fufu and then the bangkung too much. Okay, for the beans, if you eat small, you should be okay, and it is protein. So he prefer preparing his food like that. So after everything, I added my salt, my all-purpose seasoning, and this is how the soup is looking. It looks so good. Just do it this way and you will love it. You can as well make it thick or make it light, and it is perfect. He actually always add some contumely or any green leafy to the soup, and oh my goodness, he really enjoyed it. So today I was there and I felt like eating that, and I decided to prepare it. We will leave it on fire till the soup is ready, and right now the soup tastes so good. I have tasted for salt, everything is on point. You don't have to do too much. The turkey berry alone can add taste to it, and you don't need any too much artificial seasoning to the soup. Okay, yes, the turkey berry alone is perfect. So our soup is ready, and thank you so much for watching from the beginning till now, and let me know in the comment section if you are going to try this. Trust me, it tastes so good. You don't need to add a lot. You don't need any artificial things in there. Do you get it? Thank you, and I will see you in the next upload. Bye bye.